democratic right na youth long kata one man Mary inside lo New province na inside lo Papua New Guinea. Na choice do you and if you yet. Our paramount responsibility is to make sure that you are safe. Work by me, our policeman, the security force in New province, is to make sure that you go casting good this work by you freely, securely, safely. We'll vote in leader by you. On another note, I am also honored to reiterate, all right, the message of the commissioner, the police commissioner, to our retirees throughout the country. As the Chief of Security Operations in the Western Province, I now declare National General Elections of 2022 Security Operation is now officially launched.
New Ireland Police is ready to secure election materials, including ballot boxes and ballot papers that arrived Tuesday, June 21st. A total of 52 ballot boxes, 3 electoral roll boxes, plus other accessories for the national general election were dispatched by C-130 of the Australian Defence Force. New Ireland PPC Chief Inspector Felix Nebanat confirmed that the security details for the materials began with the escort from the Caving Airport and will continue at the station, and now that the materials are stored at the Caving Police Station.
Mibla online lo police, and all sensitive materials have become established inside long connects inside the police station. So we have already organized ourselves. Mibla ka team all policemen all established inside long all group long all. So as soon as Mibla finish le, and Mibla go out, all money go na about, and security detail blodes la when I start now.
The materials are the non-sensitive materials that arrived on Sunday by Chartered Airlines PNG.
Just give us a brief overview from the police standpoint as the Chief of Security for New Ireland Province. What is the guarantee that these materials for the 2022 elections will be safe under your watch?
At this stage, since last week until now, police have been keeping a very close watch on the materials in the connects, right? The more sensitive materials. They are under very close scrutiny. All policemen only make him roster long. Now the roster is 24/7. Now that I have learned that the materials are here, I made it my business to go over to the electoral office and to find out from the returning officer and the assistant returning officer as to how best we can protect or look after those stuff.
Ballot papers for New Ireland is being distributed into the 2 respective electorates of Namatanai and Caving in preparation for polling. This is ballot papers for Namatanai being delivered Wednesday 29th of June under tight police security into the Namatanai open electorate. The Chief Inspector Felix Nebanat confirms that police have been doing 24/7 monitoring and securing of these sensitive materials since its arrival last week on Tuesday the 21st of June.
You may really go inside, look all ballot papers, all sensitive materials. Before you go inside, you got in 4 block car by stop inside along the police convoy. You may now stop along I blockade the police station. We are getting ready to open the locks to the gate where we pass in container.
Calling for Caving open electorates pushes through after claims of ballot papers discrepancies were denied by New Ireland returning officer Mr. Benjamin Cleawi.
Extension of polling by go ahead.
Caving open candidates and scrutineers fronted up at the police station on Monday morning, the 4th of July, following a written petition addressed to the New Ireland PPC Chief Inspector Felix Nebanat.
Me, also security, my job is to stop one-time electoral commission to ensure that the process may come up and that Maple security must allow him free, fair, safe, a secure election.
don't understand what's happening inside. Scrutiny up, one candidate. Move! Move!
As you know, the slogan of our ops in New Orleans province is Operations High Speed. Everything is still going on as what we expect for the general situation and security in New Orleans province. We've got Namatanai. Now that I came in this morning, we had a bit of issue in the morning where some ballot papers were not put in the correct place, but they've already rectified that now.
Give me people a time. Give me people a time by me play one name or candidates. Full man by me play one name. Look at counting per step. All right.
At the same time, we should have enough time. We can take time for.
All right. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
All the using this landing land open in box. Okay. Give us another side and we will show it out. Another side, let me security staff. Give us another side.
Those boats are not open long time to go to the start.
Of this briefing today, we have seen what has happened and transpired so far yesterday until now. Dahil lapasin long stop him count na recalling more money go outside na especially scrutinous, it's gone too far. I had a word this afternoon with the CC and the returning officer for Kevin Open that today is the last. It's not going to happen again. MKR.
Now that we're winding down a bit on the national election operations, as declarations for the 2 seats were done, and now we await the results from Namatanai Open.
I had 325 regular police officers and the community auxiliary police and the reservists. I also had a top-up of 42 military defense personnel that came in to help me. Now that we have already completed polling and we have now gone into the counting, we have removed most of our men to be going back to doing normal policing duties back at the police stations, and the community auxiliary police and reservists to go back to their villages to be doing their part of the policing in there. Basically, the manpower for New Orleans province is less than 100 who are now actually in counting. To be exact, it's close to about 80. Now that we have the 42 personnel from the military who have already left, we are now down with the balance of that 80. So we have 40 now at this stage. Out of the 40 local force that I have now, I have re-strategized because the military have left, and now that I'll be pushing 10 of my local QRF from KVN, I'll be moving them to Namatanai to assist those people there in the counting. As for the counting in the New Orleans province, we have already declared the KVN open seat. Ian Linkstuck has gone back to retain his seat. Sir Julius Chen has continued to retain his governorship seat in New Orleans province. During the hire of our vehicles, we have a 21-day ops to be completed. So the 21 days ops in terms of vehicle hiring started on the 2nd. The usage of these vehicles should collapse by Friday is the last day, and by Saturday morning we should be returning all the hire vehicles. I've just made contact with the people up in police headquarters, and they have allowed for at least half of those vehicles to be used. So at least up to 5 vehicles will be continuing to be used during the time of the counting back in Namatanai. In New Orleans province, we have had a very safe election and peaceful election. After the declarations for the regional seat and for the KVN Open, people were happy. Straight after the declaration, into the night at around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, my local carriers were still running on the road just to ensure that the roads are safe.